JamesCCrimmins, 7 Secrets of Persuasion, Leading-Edge Neuromarketing Techniques to Influence Anyone. Get ready to explore the intriguing world of neuromarketing and the art of persuasion in this summary of JamesCCrimmins' book, 7 Secrets of Persuasion. Delve into the key highlights and scientific insights that unveil the different methods of thinking, and the importance of addressing the unconscious mind, often referred to as the lizard mind, in influencing decision-making. Learn how to apply the 7 secrets of persuasion to effectively communicate with and influence anyone, and how understanding automatic, non-conscious mental systems can greatly enhance your persuasive abilities.
The power of the unconscious mind. Persuasion is key in many aspects of life, but to truly convince someone, you need to tap into their unconscious mind. Until recently, the belief was that decisions were made consciously, but cognitive science has shown that our non-conscious mind plays a significant role. This automatic part of the brain affects many decisions and has almost limitless capabilities compared to the limited processing power of our conscious mind. Experts call this the lizard system. To persuade others, it is crucial to address this facet of the mind. The lizard system does what it was programmed to do: keep us alive by controlling bodily functions like breathing and digestion. The conscious mind is used for activities that evolution didn't prepare us for, like dieting or complex mathematical equations. Therefore, understanding the power of the non-conscious lizard mind is essential in persuading others. The book offers 7 secrets of persuasion, all of which take into account the lizard system. The Psychology of Persuasion. In today's fast-paced world, it's important to capture people's attention quickly and efficiently. The lizard brain, the automatic, primitive part of our brain, responds favorably to messages that are easy to comprehend and remember. To persuade the lizard mind, it's crucial to use terms and phrases that resonate with it. To do this successfully, one must understand the psychology of persuasion and the lizard mind. Cognitive science experts have identified several areas that a message should be targeted at to persuade the lizard brain effectively. These areas include mental availability, association, action, emotion, preferences, and behavior of others. The lizard brain tends to focus on and judge as superior whatever it recalls more easily, so it's crucial to repeat your message often. Additionally, emotions play a significant role in persuading the lizard mind, and influencing the feelings of others can create a domino effect that bolsters one's message. Finally, to increase the attractiveness of one's brand, it's crucial to maintain its uniqueness. Brands should promise to provide something people want, and watering down their brand can lead to consumers feeling shortchanged. Understanding the psychology of persuasion is essential to persuading people effectively, and it requires knowing how to appeal to the lizard brain's primordial urges. Persuasion for behavioral change. Persuasion is a powerful tool that can change people's behavior without changing their attitudes. By providing them with options that align with their values, you can influence their actions. Changing behavior is often more achievable than changing attitudes, since people's behaviors are often impulsive and can be easily influenced by their environment. Symbols can inspire people to take action, even if it conflicts with their beliefs. Also, research shows that behavior causes attitude rather than the reverse. Emotional rewards can be more motivating than physical rewards when influencing people's actions. A successful persuasion strategy can focus on affecting a stage of activity rather than trying to achieve the ultimate goal directly. The example of Microsoft giving away Windows 10 shows how changing just one aspect of behavior can lead to more significant changes in the long run. Persuasion. Show the lizard the way. Persuasion is not about changing preferences but showing the lizard mind the best way to get what it wants. To sell effectively, understand why prospects drop out of the buying process. Different genders have different preferences. Show men how thrilling driving a Volvo can be and offer conservative incentives that align with the lizard's desires. Give people what they want, whether it's sophistication, health, or being a good parent. Use Maslow's hierarchy and Brown's list of universal desires to derive powerful incentives for persuasion. Remember, our automatic system has access to far more information than our reflective system, and it is the skilled interpreter of that information. Unveiling humans' unconscious actions. The human brain is wired to act in a certain way, but the conscious mind remains oblivious to this interaction. To find out why people act the way they do, it is necessary to approach the subject obliquely by conducting background research and speaking to people who already act in the desired manner. Repetition is also crucial in breeding acceptance and familiarity with certain actions. If one associates the outcome of a particular action with satisfaction, it is more likely that others will be motivated to take the same course of action. However, to gain a better understanding of people's motivation, it is essential not to ask them directly why they pursue a given action. Instead, one should request their opinion on the desired option that is being offered. Finally, it is important to be aware that frequently repeating falsehoods can make people believe in them. The role of emotions in decision-making. Emotions are crucial in decision-making, as people's preferences are driven by their feelings. Focusing on how attributes make people feel is more effective in persuading than offering rational justifications. This is because the lizard mind reacts to emotional stimuli rather than the attributes themselves. By offering an emotional prize, you can appeal to the buyer's emotions and influence their decision. Facts alone cannot change emotional choices. Therefore, understanding the role of emotions in decision-making is essential in persuasive communication. Perception shapes experience. The way we expect an experience to be shapes how we actually experience it. This means that if you can change someone's beliefs about what will happen, you can also change their experience of it. For instance, a study showed that children believed carrots labeled as McDonald's tasted better than those without the label. This highlights the power of perception in shaping our experiences, even if the actual experience remains the same. The power of communication mode. In Relevance, Communication and Cognition, Dan Sperber and Deirdre Wilson argue that the way we communicate is more important than the words we use. The act of conversation is a commitment to providing the other person with something of value, and failing to deliver can leave them unhappy. To increase persuasiveness, it's important to avoid spoon-feeding information and instead let listeners fill in the blanks. By doing this, they'll feel happier and more willing to accept the message. Communication mode plays a crucial role in conveying valuable information and making a connection. Persuasion techniques for behavior change. Changing the behavior of millions of people may seem like an impossible task, but persuasion techniques can get the job done. These techniques apply to persuading a small group of people or just one person because the lizard brain controls behavior in each instance. Achieving a 20% persuasion rate is considered exceptional because not everyone will be convinced. When persuading individuals or small groups, it becomes more important to connect with each person individually and understand their desires. The author advises against using logic and appealing to good sense to persuade people because the lizard brain doesn't respond to those approaches. Instead, focus on fulfilling the lizard brain's wishes to make behavior change more likely. Emotional resistance may arise when trying to persuade people close to us, which is why it's important to change what people do, not how they think. The author cautions against bad information and encourages the use of the lizard brain syntax to get it to accept what we say. Overall, persuasion is an art that requires getting into the minds of people and understanding the ways to fulfill their desires.
Throughout this enlightening summary of 7 Secrets of Persuasion, we have seen the significance of understanding and addressing the lizard, or unconscious, mind to effectively influence others. Key takeaways include the importance of mental availability, association, action, emotion, and other people's preferences in shaping our decisions. Focus on changing actions rather than attitudes or beliefs in your persuasion attempts, as actions tend to have a stronger causative effect on attitudes. Utilize knowledge on universal desires, emotional rewards, and effective communication to strengthen your persuasive efforts. Ultimately, remember that when persuading others, it is vital to show them the best way to get what they already desire, all while speaking their language and using their syntax.